Welcome to the Fear and Greed Afternoon Report for Thursday, the 6th of April, 2023. I'm Sean Aylmer. Every afternoon, we've got the 5 stories that happened today that you need to know about. Story number 1, the S&P ASX 200 finished the trading day down 0.3% to 7,119 points. Technology stocks led the bourse lower, and real estate and consumer discretionary stocks also suffered. Healthcare stocks were the outperformers. There was plenty of red ink among the large caps. In fact, 9 of the top 10 stocks on the bourse went backwards today, but only Woodside fell by much. In fact, that was down by about 1.3%. The exception was CSL, which jumped more than 2%. The retailers in Newcrest Mining outperformed, while the banks and big miners went backwards. Story number 2, the Reserve Bank has warned that global financial stability risks have increased, but it's confident that the local financial system remains strong and well placed to support economic activity. The central bank released its half-yearly financial stability review today, and it also said higher interest rates and inflation are putting pressure on household budgets. But thanks to a strong labour market and a pretty sizable savings buffer, people are doing okay. However, the bank did note that this resilience is unevenly spread and there's financial stress in the economy. On the global banking system, the Reserve Bank said the failure of 3 regional banks in the US is the most serious stress for the US banking system since the global financial crisis. But the failures occurred because of weakness in business models and poor risk management practices. In fact, the broader system is in pretty good shape. Story number 3, staying in the world of economics, the local trade surplus hit $14 billion in February, mostly due to a fall in imports. Normally, a trade surplus that size is cause for celebration because it adds to economic growth. But economists warned against reading too much into it because the result was driven by a 10% drop in imports to a 10-month low, with some of that reflecting lower outbound tourism. Exports were also lower, down nearly 3% on a decline in iron ore shipments. Story number 4. It's a big one. Brookfield, the company behind the $18.7 billion takeover offer for Origin Energy, has sealed its first renewable power project in Australia as part of a plan to install 14 gigawatts of new generation energy over the next decade. The company's Brookfield renewable arm has partnered with Australian developer Greenleaf Renewables to develop, build, own and operate the proposed Moonlight Range wind farm in central Queensland, according to a report in The Australian. The 400-megawatt Moonlight Range wind farm is currently in the development phase and primed to start construction in 2025. It marks the first generation pledge made as part of the Canadian Giants takeover bid for Origin Energy. The deal, the fourth offer by the consortium since talks started last August, includes a plan for Brookfield to invest an extra $20 billion in Origin through to 2030 to build up 14 gigawatts of new renewable generation and storage facilities in Australia. Looks like it's underway. And finally, story number 5, most men and women still don't ask for more money than they're offered in a job interview, but if they do, women are more likely to get turned down, according to a report on Bloomberg. About 58% of men and 61% of women say they didn't ask for higher pay when they were last hired, according to a survey of more than 5,500 US workers conducted by Pew Research Center. Of those who asked for more money, 28% said their negotiations were successful. 38% said they were offered less than they wanted, but more than the initial offer, and 35% said they were only given what was first presented. Pew found women were more likely than men, 38% to 31%, to say they were only given the initial offer. That's it for the afternoon report for Thursday, the 6th of April, 2023. Don't forget to hit follow on the podcast and find Fear and Greed on LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Join Michael Thompson and I tomorrow morning for the Fast 5 by Fear and Greed, the top 5 business stories you need to know in just 5 minutes. I'm Sean Aylmer. Enjoy your evening.